welcome back to Diary of a Colic. My name is Dorothy and today we have 5 of my favorite series. First one is Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elkeles. The series is more of a companion series. It follows 3 brothers. Each book focuses on a different brother. First one is the oldest brother out of the family. And in the series, they're in like the last year of high school. They find someone, they fall in love with someone, and then from there. Now with each book, the brothers do kind of intermingle in each of the stories. You do see them. So by the third one, you do see the third brother like kind of grow up. 3 books. But yes, I really do like it. I do know they're very flawed characters. They're not perfect. But with that said, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. So that's the first one. The next one is Beautiful Disaster by McGuire. This is a series that I haven't actually technically finished. Last year she released another book in the series I haven't read yet. I still need to read it. Now, I also will say there's problematic things with the author and there's problematic things within this relationship. The relationship is very toxic. Travis is very toxic. He's a very toxic person. He's very codependent. He's very violent. Has a lot of anger issues. Even with Walking Disaster, explaining why he's the way he is a little bit. When I was younger, I didn't make excuses for him. As I've grown up more, and you think about, would I want this relationship? No. But I really relate to Abby a little bit with a father who's kind of only there when he needs something. I kind of understand that. So I kind of relate to Abby a little bit with that. And other than that, yes, this is very toxic. There is a spin-off series about and so far, each of Travis's brothers have a book, and I know there's supposed to be more with that, and there's also a spin-off series to that. There's a lot into this world, and that the spin-off series from the Maddox Brothers series isn't even finished yet, so there is a lot of these books. But that said, like, I know it's toxic, but it's still, you can like something that is possible with toxic relationship. I do and know it's toxic and know that's not what you should want. Would I date Travis? Hell no. When you first meet him, he's a womanizer. That would have turned me off right there. I would just kind of like say hi and just want nothing to do with him. But other than that, and knowing the fact that it is toxic, it does have some more adult themes and adult scenes in it. So not so much for younger readers. Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. This I read back when Twilight was real big, and I loved it. And I love a lot of stuff that has something to do with supernatural, witchy, vampires, werewolves, shifters, whatever you want to call them. I will end up reading it. Whether I enjoy it is hard to say. There's some stuff out there that I've read that I haven't enjoyed, but this I really enjoyed when I did. At some point I do want to reread it. This follows Rose as she's a half vampire. She's a Mia? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. She's going through school to learn how to protect her best friend who's a full-blooded vampire. And when we start off, Rose and her friend Leza has run away from school. Someone's after Leza, and they are kind of captured and brought back to the school. During this, she meets Dimitri, which the love interest there is very weird with the fact that he does become her mentor, a teacher of hers, and there's a relationship between the 2 of them. It is very weird, but there's so much that goes on to the series and the spin-off Bloodlines, which is slightly better, a lot more action-packed, especially book 4 in that series. But to get background on that series, you kind of have to read this, and this is just one of my favorites. It's always have been a favorite of mine. Like I said, I do want to reread it at some point. Next up is the Sweep or Wicca series by Cate. This is book 1, Book of Shadows. In this one, we follow Morgan as she meets Cal, and he introduced her to Wicca, and she finds out she's a blood witch, and everything she knows about her life gets turned upside down because she finds out secrets about herself and her past. There's also other stuff that comes involved throughout the series. She does meet her father, her biological father, and he's not who he's not this saint or some good guy. He's actually very evil, and there's chaos with that. The last two books kind of jump forward in time, because with this one she's around 16, 17, and she's in high school. The last two kind of push it further a little bit, especially that last one, because the last one is more so about her daughter and her relationship. So with that said, I do love these. They're very witchy and set in the real world, but I really loved it. I'm currently rereading the series again for the I don't know how many time. Hopefully this reread I will finish the series. Next up I have Nightshade by Andrea Cremer. This is they call them Schiffer, but a werewolf book. We follow Carla as she navigates between finding out the truth about how she was created, basically. Her kind was created, and falling in love with someone she's not supposed to. On the back it says she risked her life to save his, believing she'd never see him again, but he has returned, challenging her destiny as Alpha Wolf, leaving her doubting her past and fearing her future. There's magic in here as well, and there's a lot of darker creatures. They're called wraths that the shifters are afraid of. We learn different things, and there is a prequel series like where the origins of her kind comes from and what happened there, and then there's a spin-off series that only has one book in it. It was supposed to have more, but the author had gotten sick at some point and different things had happened. Those are 5 of my favorite book series. There are a lot more on my shelves. This is just some part 1 of probably who knows how many, but this is more of a discussion, just sharing some of my favorite books with you. With that said, I'll leave a list of books down below along with my Goodreads Instagram blog. Have a wonderful day. Read what you love. Bye.